The dream lives on for Bianca Andreescu. Early this morning, the teen from Mississauga, Ontario, confirmed her place as Canada's next rising star. This after she delivered yet another stunning victory in New Zealand. The unseeded teen is through to her first ever final on the women's tour. She knocked off an opponent more than 120 spots above her in the world rankings. It's just the latest success in an eye-catching run that has also seen massive upset victories over two of the game's biggest stars. Sofia Jurkstovich is here to talk about this incredible performance.
So she's becoming a fan favorite in New Zealand. You can hear the cheers, but obviously she's feeling, Natasha, the support from here, from back home, from Canada. She's from Mississauga, Ontario. And once again, it's Julia Gerges, excuse me, I mispronounced that at first, from Germany that she'll be taking on the defending champion of that tournament.
So what do these victories mean for Bianca?
Well, she's definitely going to be climbing up in the rankings. Currently sitting at 152. As you mentioned, she was unseeded in this tournament. And so after each game, after each match, excuse me, you collect a certain number of points depending on the tournament, and she is collecting points as she keeps on winning. So the updated rankings will come out on Monday. Then we'll know her place, and then after that we can assess whether or not she will have to qualify for the Australian Open, the first Grand Slam of the year, or if she's going to be in the draw. So we're waiting to find that out. But either way, it looks like good things to come for Bianca Andreescu, and I can't wait to follow this story.
For more on Bianca's fairy tale run, we're joined now by Stephanie Miles. She's the editor-in-chief of Tennis.life. That's a digital magazine, and she's joining us from Montreal. Good morning, Stephanie. Let's talk about Bianca, this surprising performance. I understand you've known her for several years. What's going through your head as you're watching her?
Well, a tennis career is an interesting thing because when she was 14, I would say she was already at the level where she was playing junior Grand Slams, which meant she was one of the 50 or 60 best kids in the world up to age 18. Now she's in the final against Julia Gerges, who's a very, very experienced German player who's 31. 30, much older, and is playing the best tennis of her career. And Gerges beat Jeannie Bouchard in the quarterfinals, and Bouchard had a match point on her, and she somehow managed to play some great tennis at the end to win. So it's a tough thing, As I said, I'm not surprised that Andreescu can do this. I'm surprised it happened this week because I saw her 3 weeks ago in Florida, and she was coughing and hacking, and which she still is, and it didn't seem like she was in the greatest shape to start. But she's had some long matches against some former #1 Grand Slam champions, Caroline Wozniacki, and then after that Venus Williams, and then again, last night it was a little bit simpler, but at one point she even said she might call for a medical just to maybe try to just get something for her cold or her cough or whatever it was. So we'll see. That when players like that at that age reach their first final, sometimes that's when the nerves can kick in, where she's been sort of running on a cloud the whole way, and her opponent definitely won't have nearly as many nerves kicked in. And then, of course, there's the physical toll of playing so much tennis in 1 week because she's never in her life played as much high-level tennis in the heat as or any other kind of temperature as she has over the last 5 or 6 days. Plus, she played 3 matches in the qualifying to get there. So this will be her 8th match of the week.